Hello to all participants. Welcome to Module 5. In the previous modules, we explored ways to document and make children's learning visible during the earlier modules. One effective method for highlighting children's development and learning is the creation of individual and group portfolios. In the following sections, we will explore what portfolios are and how this tool can become essential for documenting children's learning. In modern early childhood education, portfolios have emerged as a transformative tool for capturing and documenting children's learning journeys. Unlike traditional methods that merely compile completed assignments, portfolios offer a dynamic and holistic view of a child's cognitive, social, and emotional development. This module delves into the comprehensive approach to portfolio development, beginning with the fundamental principles of defining and assessing portfolios. It progresses through the creation process, emphasizing the importance of selecting meaningful content, engaging children in reflective practices, and incorporating family feedback. Furthermore, it explores the integration of digital technology in creating children's portfolios, highlighting how digital tools can enhance efficiency, accessibility, and interactivity while addressing potential challenges such as data security and privacy. This multifaceted approach ensures that portfolios not only document progress, but also actively involve children and families in the educational process. Portfolios are a powerful tool for documenting children's learning, providing a comprehensive collection of their work, observations, and reflections. Unlike traditional compilations of completed assignments, portfolios offer a dynamic and holistic record of a child's progress, achievements, and areas for growth. They include artifacts such as written work, art projects, audio and video recordings, and teacher notes, capturing significant cognitive, social, and emotional developmental milestones. By documenting the learning process, portfolios offer detailed insights into how children learn and develop, making them an invaluable resource for educators, children, and parents. In this subsection, we are going to define children's portfolios, establish the difference between portfolio-based assessment versus traditional assessment methods, and explore how to use portfolios as a tool for documenting children's learning. A portfolio is a comprehensive collection of a child's work, observations, and reflections documenting their learning and development. It is more than just a compilation of completed assignments. It is a dynamic record that showcases the child's progress, achievements, and areas for growth. The portfolio includes artifacts such as written work, art projects, audio and video recordings, and teacher notes. It also includes significant milestones, such as essential skills, learning methods, and interactions with peers, adults, and the environment. By recording the learning process, the portfolio provides detailed insights into what the child is learning and how they are progressing. These elements collectively provide a holistic view of the child's intellectual, emotional, and social development. Within a socio-constructivist framework, which posits that knowledge is constructed through social interactions and experiences within a cultural and contextual environment to understand how children learn, the portfolio serves as a concept of assessment rather than merely a tool or method. This framework emphasizes that children build their understanding and knowledge through experiences and social interactions. In this context, the portfolio goes beyond traditional assessment tools by providing a comprehensive and dynamic record of the child's cognitive, emotional, and social development. It reflects the thinking, questioning, analyzing, synthesizing, and creating processes, aligning with the socio-constructivist view that learning is an evolving, context-dependent process. Thus, the portfolio becomes a meaningful narrative of the child's ongoing growth rather than a static measurement of isolated skills. According to Fetus, 2012, ensuring an accurate diagnosis in educational settings involves several critical steps. Firstly, thorough observation and diagnosis are essential, requiring educators to attentively monitor and assess children's behavior, skills, and developmental progress. This process must be intentional and reflective, involving deliberate actions and thoughtful consideration of the gathered information. Effective communication and articulation are also crucial, as educators need to clearly convey their findings and insights to colleagues, parents, and the children themselves. Following diagnosis, planning learning situations tailored to the specific needs and strengths of each child is necessary to foster optimal development. Finally, reflective evaluation allows educators to review and assess the effectiveness of the implemented strategies, ensuring continuous improvement and adaptation of educational practices. These steps collectively form a robust framework for achieving accurate and meaningful diagnoses in early childhood education. Portfolio-based assessment represents a strategy aligned with the movement for alternative assessment, providing suitable components for evaluating young children. It enables access to multiple sources of evidence to observe and document the child's learning process. Emerging in the late 1980s, this approach contrasts sharply with traditional assessment methods. The primary objectives of the portfolio-based assessment are to incorporate children's documented actions into individual evaluations, making the process more relevant and reflective of the child's meaningful learning experiences and development, and to increase the participation of children, teachers, and parents, fostering a collaborative and inclusive assessment environment. This differs from the traditional assessment that focuses on verifying what a child has learned, often at the end of a learning period. These assessments use standardized tests and procedures to measure children's performance against established benchmarks. Evaluation typically involves checklists and developmental scales, providing a limited view of the child's abilities. Moreover, traditional assessments are performed on the child, with little input or interaction from the child. The goal is to ensure consistency and comparability in measuring if learning objectives have been met. Still, this approach cannot often capture the full scope of a child's developmental learning progress. The portfolio-based assessment promotes ongoing learning and development rather than just verifying knowledge. This method involves discovery and interpretative procedures, focusing on understanding the child's learning processes. The assessment relies heavily on observing the child, recording their activities and interactions, and documenting their experiences and development through portfolios. Importantly, assessments are conducted with the child, involving them in the process and making it collaborative. It offers continuous and formative insights into the child's development, allowing for timely interventions and support. Involving children, teachers, and parents in the assessment process increases engagement and motivation, and tailors the assessment to the individual child's learning rhythms, needs, and interests. So, if you want to use portfolios, you must ensure that your consideration of children's assessment relies on a comprehensive understanding of what the child experiences, does, and thinks. Using portfolios to document children's learning offers a multifaceted approach to education, highlighting individual progress, encouraging reflection, and fostering communication between educators, children, and parents. Portfolios allow collecting work samples, observations, and reflections unique to each child, showcasing individual learning paths and progress. Educators can track a child's development over time, providing a comprehensive view of their growth across different areas, such as cognitive, social, and emotional skills. This personalized documentation ensures that each child's unique learning journey is recognized and valued. Children can engage in self-assessment by reviewing their work, fostering a sense of ownership and responsibility for their learning. Portfolios help them set personal learning goals and reflect on their achievements, encouraging continuous improvement and self-motivation. This reflective practice helps children understand their learning processes and promotes lifelong self-evaluation and goal-setting skills. Portfolios provide a tangible way for teachers to communicate a child's progress to parents, offering insights beyond traditional report cards. They provide a basis for discussions between teachers and children, helping to identify strengths, areas for improvement, and interests. This enhanced communication and collaboration ensure that all stakeholders are involved in the child's educational journey. In the next slides, we are going to explore the benefits of portfolios in early childhood education and how portfolios can be used to enhancing learning through holistic and reflective practices. By documenting various learning experiences and intelligence, from linguistic and logical to artistic and kinesthetic, portfolios give a well-rounded picture of a child's competencies. They support formative assessment practices, focusing on the learning process and developmental feedback rather than solely on outcomes and grades. This holistic assessment approach recognizes the diverse ways children learn and demonstrate their knowledge. They provide a comprehensive picture of a child's abilities. Portfolios can support formative assessment practices because they focus on the learning process and developmental feedback, emphasize formative assessment of outcomes and grades, and recognize diverse ways children learn and show their knowledge. Assessment of outcomes and grades. Creating a portfolio can be highly engaging for children as they curate their work and see tangible evidence of their efforts and accomplishments. Portfolios provide a space for creative expression, allowing children to include drawings, stories, projects, and other creative outputs that demonstrate their learning in diverse ways. This engagement and motivation enhance the learning experience, making it more enjoyable and meaningful. As children review and select portfolio pieces, they practice critical thinking and decision-making skills. This practice instills habits of reflective learning, where children regularly think about their learning processes and outcomes. By fostering these lifelong learning skills, portfolios help children become more self-aware, reflective, and proactive learners, prepared to tackle future educational challenges with confidence and insight. By fostering these lifelong learning skills, portfolios help children become more self-aware, reflective, and proactive learners, prepared to tackle future educational challenges with confidence and insight.